You met me as me. Yes.
Yes.
Bro, this hair looks delicious on you.
Yes.
This 99J. This 99J. This 99J. This 99J. This 99J.
Yes.
Do you have what it takes to be a fag? Oh, honey, you know you do. We all do. I'm most definitely a popular, hot-ass gossiper. Oh, honey, I was born a fag. And so are you. I'm rich.
I'm sorry.
I'm rich. And so
I beg your
I'm rich.
I'm sorry.
I'm rich. And so
I beg your
I'm rich.
I'm sorry.
I'm rich. And so
I beg your pardon.
I'm rich.
Say it again.
I am rich.
You're what?
That's right, girl. PHAG. Popular, hot ass, gossiper. Ain't that's right?
Yes.
I mean, sister.
Yes. Yes.
And that's spelled
Yes.
PHAG. Not the other one. But that counts.
Girl, what is this? Plum burgundy or what?
This is 99J. 99J.
Yes. Sexy hair.
Thank you. You met me as me.
Yes.
Yes.
Girl, this hair looks delicious on you.
Yes.
This 99J. This 99J. This 99J. This 99J. This 99J.
Yes.
Girl, what is this? Plum burgundy or what?
This is 99J. 99J.
Yes. Sexy hair.
Thank you. I'm rich.
I'm sorry.
I'm rich. And so
I beg your
I'm rich.
I'm sorry.
I'm rich. And so
I beg your
I'm rich.
I'm sorry.
I'm rich. And so
I beg your pardon.
I'm rich.
Say it again.
I am rich.
You're what?
I bought it home. They were in their apartment. They were renting their apartment.
Yes. 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 Yes.
And stop worrying about
The faggots!
right. Yeah.
We ain't going nowhere! My God, today.
Craig, it seems like that you're having a hard time sitting down.
Well, I was just making sure that this is the fag talk segment and not the Maddie in the morning still.
Either way it goes, don't get blocked.
Is this the fag talk segment?
Honey, don't get blocked.
What's up, y'all?
I'm gonna bring it out some a little bit. I got you. Because I feel like I'm swollen.
I do too. I feel like I have to sit back.
Okay, no, that's too far back. No, we got to keep that black ring around it, like some of them hoes tubs. But
But no, interestingly enough, like what you were saying towards the end of the last segment, I was saying something similar to that a few weeks ago about difficult conversations. And I really do think in order to bridge communities, whether you're talking about black and white people, trans and gay people, or trans and straight people, or gay and straight people, you have to have those difficult conversations. And sometimes a part of that is saying things that may be offensive, not intentionally, but just because you're trying to learn and trying to educate yourself. But I think sometimes we live in such a politically correct society that people avoid difficult conversations altogether because people are afraid of sounding ignorant. People are afraid of being canceled. People are afraid of offending. So, people just don't have the conversations at all.
okay. So let's talk about it. So we were on the bathroom conversation or whatever, and these things have just recently been happening about the bathroom. And listen here, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to know that when we do this show, we talk about all things that are related to gay and straight. Because here's the gag: somebody in your house is a fag, And you just might be a fag. The other one, popular hot ass gossiper. But there is somebody in your household.
There's a figgy.
There's a figgy. There's definitely a box of Toucan Sam.
Yes, indeed.
So let's talk about it. Now, Craig, we left off the other day when we were online, and you were very adamant about, you said that you couldn't get your point across because I was so busy in another segment of the show.
well, that was the feedback.
Yeah, but you also, I
concurred.
You concurred. You did with that. And so here we are.
So because I think that this is an important conversation. And again, before we get into this, I know we get on here, we laugh and we cut up and we say a lot of politically incorrect shit intentionally.
Yeah.
Just to kind of
like
soften.
supermarket sweep.
And the AIDS.
Yeah.
But
see.
Well, that's an example. That's an example.
Just say supermarket sweep, Fred.
Or like when you say diet.
Whoa. I mean, it's the bull dagger. That's what it is.
Okay, so, and again, just because we're a part of the queer community doesn't mean that we go along and agree with everything that happens, right? So we saw this story where there's a person who identifies as trans.
Wait, are we sure? Is it two? There's two.
It's
stories.
two different stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're two different stories. So we're going to show you two different things.
So the one you leading in with is the one that identifies as trans.
The one identifies as
So
trans.
we have to be clear
Right.
on that. Okay.
Right. So Mo, the one where
Or you can do it right here.
okay, the wig.
If you need to help,
okay,
him
yeah,
out.
right here.
Because sometimes you
Okay.
need a little help.
This one right here.
Yeah. Okay. So you can show all of those photos of that person. Okay, so this person identifies as trans, dresses in women's clothes, et cetera, et cetera. Now go down to the picture right below. Okay, but this lady right here, she's a biological woman. You can go to the next one too. Okay. Saw this trans person at a Planet Fitness and confronted the person because the person was in a women's restroom. And so it was given very much, you're a man, you're in this restroom, why are you here? And then I want you to go to the video. This is a separate situation. There's another woman who was in a Planet Fitness. I believe this was in New York. But play this video and then we'll come back.
Good day. I just wanted to say I just came out of Planet Fitness, and there is a man shaving in a women's bathroom. I realize he wants to be a woman. He gets to be a woman. I love him in Christ. He's a spiritual being having a human experience. He doesn't like his gender, so he wants to be a woman. But I'm not comfortable with him shaving in my bathroom. All right. I just thought I'd say it out loud.
Now, this is the person that this lady was just speaking about. And there's a longer video, but we cropped it. But there's a longer video where that lady that you just saw says there was a little girl in the bathroom. And this person right here, I'm not going to say man, but this person right here was naked and the penis was visible. So I thought it was important because this is one of those conversations because it's like, okay, I understand people want to be respected as trans or non-binary or whatever gender or however they identify. But then what happens when you're in a public space like this and it's what?
I don't want to cut you off, but I just got
Go ahead.
Can we put the picture back up there?
Okay. This one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I'm 40. Let me start. Let me lead in with that.
Okay.
I'm 46 years old. I'll be 47 in October. The goal behind transitioning in my day and my time was not to give this. It was not to give this. This was not, and walk around and say, "Well, I'm a transsexual." This was not the goal. This was not the goal. Okay. Now take that down. All my trans girls that's gonna come and try to dig me up with this, I'm ready. I understand that there is no specific way that a woman is supposed to look. Like there's no woman supposed to look like, but bitch, presentation matters.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Now you step out here in the motherfucking world and tell somebody how you feel on the inside. That's fine. But if it ain't reflected nowhere on the outside,
It ain't lining up.
if it's not lining up to the society that we live in, that we share collectively, that we collectively share, and we know that there are social constructs on a woman should look like this and a man should look like this. Yes, we are now shaking the table, and we are challenging the boundaries of what a woman should be, what a woman shouldn't. We are in that era now where these Gen Z girls are shaking it like, well, a woman has all that.
Right.
And I respect all that.
And so do I. But you got to stay home.
But if the presentation does not match we have not changed the public. We have not changed the public yet.
Now, can I shake it just a little bit more?
Come on, Craig.
Now, is this some shit that only white trans people do? Because I don't really be seeing like black trans people. Can I get a refill?
Yes.
Now, black people, we got our shit, but that ain't it.
Yeah, they're agreeing with you in the chat, Craig.
Because see, and I'm gonna circle it back. Remember the trans girl? I think we were in the pandemic, maybe. What was the trans girl? Katie or something, and looked like Danny DeVito, and was saying she was also trans.
But they was ringing me up because they were saying that I was not. Listen, I didn't invalidate or I didn't terrorize her
For how she felt.
for how she felt.
But ma'am, you look like Danny DeVito.
But ma'am,
Can I get a paper towel? I mean, I was looking for Rhea Perlman. You know, his wife. Danny, is Rita somewhere in them? Listen, trans activists, please don't email me. I'm sorry, please.
and don't email me with that shit.
Please don't.
Because I'm from we're both older and we're from a time and that we understand and we respect everyone's identity. I respect everyone's identity. I respect everyone's being. I respect that. But I also, in my conscious way of thinking, know that we still live in the world.
Right.
And when we go out there in the world, yes, we are challenging gender norms now.
That's right.
Yes, we are. We are challenging gender norms. However, we haven't broken down the construct of it. We haven't knocked that wall in.
Right.
And so the way that society views what a woman should look like, even the ugliest of a woman, definitely is not standing in some goddamn Burlington Coat Factory slacks and a gym shirt and a towel like they had just got through lifting 2 barbells over there.
And magic shave.
With magic shave powder on your face.
At least do that in your home.
Correct.
At least do that in your home.
We are not in the space now where we have broken it down to the area where we can just walk in the women's bathroom doing that.
Right.
Especially not during this political climate that we're in right
Correct. Now,
Because the first thing that they're going to say is they're a pervert.
now, would this have been okay in the women's restroom?
now. I mean, I would respect that more.
if Miss Mary was in the restroom and this person walked in while Miss Mary is in there changing.
Craig, I know. Listen, Craig, see,
I'm just asking.
you about to make me do this, and I don't want to do it.
I'm just asking.
Go ahead and do it.
If we let if Miss Netta,
Huh?
if Miss Netta can go forth, I'm just back to this. If Miss Netta can walk through and everyone is in a confused state about Miss Netta, we can allow this person I'm sorry.
But even Miss Netta is more convincing than this person. So I'm just saying, like,
So you don't think Miss Netta and that person right there share the same type of womanhood?
I'm saying if
Can we?
what?
What happened?
I need to see these photographs again.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
And the other one. And the other.
This one.
Yes.
I mean, what I'm saying is,
Miss Netta be out of her kitten heels too. And she be in her dress. So, yes, I would see them both in the women's bathroom. Now put that other person up. I was going to say something, but put that other person up there.
With her?
No, the other one.
Oh, this one?
No.
Which is the? Oh, this guy. Oh, I'm sorry, this person. Sorry, I apologize.
Now this is definitely a beat up version of Liza Minnelli. It's Liza with a Z.
oh God, oh my God.
It's Liza with a Z. Nothing S. Liza with a Z, nothing S. Because Liza with a Z goes not. It's Liza with a Z, not an S, because Liza with a Z goes Z, not S.
That's Larry, okay? that is Larry standing right there. And I don't know how else to look at that.
I don't see the same when I look at this other person. I can honestly.
Okay, so the other person is dressed in a kitten heel, a little sequins
There's
number.
more presenting. It's more presenting.
I wouldn't say presenting.
Craig,
That's a stretch.
Craig, stop it.
No. What I'm saying
Stop
is,
it.
Madison.
Stop it.
What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that this person hasn't begun their transition. I'm not saying that this person may not be using HRT. I'm not saying any of that. But what I'm saying is, that looks like a person who's just in women's clothes, like a cross-dresser, as we used to call it back in the day. So if that person was still in the women's restroom, if my mother was in there, Gladys Christine would be like, who is this man in here with this little Dora the Explorer wig on?
Would she do that for Miss Netta?
But see, I think my mother would probably think Miss Netta was a miss.
I would have thought Miss Netta was a miss,
Miss Netta was a
but
miss.
a miss on that level.
But I don't think.
Where's the other? Did you delete that other picture, Mo? Because I don't see it.
I don't
Read
think.
the other picture.
I don't think any of our mothers would look at this person with that Dora the Explorer on and think that was a
that
woman.
one.
This one? Oh, this one.
No. Yes.
That.
This one? Yeah.
This is Liza with the Z, not the S, because Liza with the Z goes not. Now, I could see Gladys tearing this one up in the bathroom.
I think Gladys would tear that other one up too,
Miss Gladys would definitely turn this one up.
for sure. Miss Gladys would tear this
Miss
one
Gladys
up.
would peel this one's caps back.
Period.
Miss Thing, what are you doing up in here? Miss Gladys would have hit that girl right there
Yes, indeed.
with one of those lines from motherfucking goddamn Bringing Down the House.
Yes, indeed.
What are you doing in here?
Yes.
Bring it down, Mo.
Okay.
I'm definitely Miss Gladys would have hit her. What are you doing in here?
Whew. Well,
Here's the thing, trans women, upcoming trans women, we know that HRT and transitioning is very expensive. We know, all that live in me, we know, because this is my experience. We are living in a time now where every piece of literature, every piece of video, every piece of instance that people can use it as a political ploy against us. We are just in critical times. And you identifying as a trans person, walking into a bathroom I just don't think that person identifies as trans. I don't know. Do we have more? Do we have a statement from that person?
No.
Because it gives man in the bathroom nuts and dick out. Why do you let's be perfectly clear here. I am a trans woman. Mm-hmm. I use the women's bathroom. I'm trying to be in the stall.
But ain't nobody gonna look at you.
But Craig, here's the thing. That's true. I'm trying to be in the stall. Why are you trying to be undressing in front of other women?
At the vanity.
And shit, like, why are you trying to do this? This gives me vibes of not being a trans person because the trans people that I know and the trans people that identify as I do are not trying to be undressed in front of no...
Correct.
Or maybe they might not understand women because, you know, in how social media perceives it, or in movies where you look at it, you just see women when they're in the bathrooms, they're just free. And maybe that's what that person is thinking also. I could just be free in the women's bathroom.
But you have nuts. You have nuts and penis. You have nuts and penis, and you're exposing your nuts and your penis inside of a bathroom that consists of everyone else in there having vagina and breasts. You don't even have breasts. You have nuts and penis, and you're in the bathroom with other women who don't. Why could you not be in a stall? Why could you not be in a stall? You're not as free. You know, I don't give a fuck what you identify as. You know, when you're naked, you're different than those women in the room.
Right.
Yeah.
You know this. You know when you are naked. You are not going to be naked in the room with those women who don't have nuts.
Oh, God.
You just will not. So I just, and I'm so tired of it. And as a trans person, this stuff begins to get attached to me.
Yeah.
And then they attach this to things like pedophilia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is what these Republicans and politicians, period, will try to attach their campaigns to and say, they have this trans agenda where they want to outlaw and ban trans people from the military and et cetera, working at schools or working with children because they want to try to group everybody as a pedophile.
But someone said it in the comment section, he was a perv, or they were a perv trying to pass as a trans person.
And that's what,
and I do believe that.
I believe that happens too.
Yeah,
I believe some of these people don't even identify as trans. They're just trying to
pull one over.
Exactly.
Because you remember we did talk about the alleged trans person that went to the women's prison and he started impregnating prisoners.
Right.
Yes.
Stuff like that. So yeah, I totally agree with
It's just it doesn't do our cause.
It does not.
Any justice or any good. It does not. And again.
And let me just say this. I want to go out on a limb and say this. I think that this is just an example, since we're talking about the trans issue, but there's an example of this in every community, whether you're talking about the black community, whether you're talking about gay men or whatever. But this is why I think it's important for trans people, trans men and women, to come together. Yes, it is important in terms of pronouns and all that. All of that is important, but it's really important for you all to come together and really look at the larger issues, because they're really trying to phase you all out of more important things.
That is correct.
And I think you all are arguing and debating about pronouns, and I'm not saying that it's not important, but while you all are down here arguing about that, they up here really removing your rights and you're not paying attention to that because you're down here fighting about these other things, these less important things.
Yes, and that's why I think that women on all levels need
Correct.
to be because once it affects one marginalized group,
Correct.
it affects all.
Correct.
Now, since we're still in the trans conversation, yeah, are you done with your? Because I'm
done.
You done with that?
Yeah, yeah.
I have to check in with you now.
No. Oh.
You finish your thought with that?
Yeah, I'm finished. She love it. She love.
Mo, delete all that shit. Delete that shit.
Everybody, I just want you all to know that I share the feedback that you all gave, and this is the result.
It is, but we're being very respectful.
Yeah, we are. You all said that she cuts me off and I don't get a word in, and So she's really being mindful.
Yes. Because since you pen pals jumped up over here, I'm like, girl, don't come over here.
It wasn't just pen pals that said it now.
Maddie Bob ain't tapping me on my shoulder about that.
They tapped me.
Okay.
They said, "Can you tap her and let her know that?"
Well, then they're truly pen pals. Did we delete the stuff?
Yes, we did.
Great. All right. I want to stick to the trans conversation for just a moment.
I already know where you're going.
Because we need to talk about one in particular that really...
I'm ready to go.
Hi.
Let's go.
Let's go. Lamar Odom and Caitlyn Jenner team up to launch a new sports podcast. That bitch look like old jewelry. Put that picture back up there. That bitch look like old jewelry.
Baby, that's like Catherine Chancellor jewelry.
Girl, she's like old diamonds. Son.
Yes.
I ain't even going front. The bitch look like old diamonds. Mm-hmm. Old Cuban zirconia though, because diamonds are real. That's definitely Cuban zirconia.
Yes, indeed. CZs.
That's imitation diamond.
Okay.
But girl, let's talk about it.
When I tell you, I know those Kardashian women are over there pissed.
Because she going to end up with the dick down her throat by the end of the motherfucking weekend if it ain't already happened.
Right.
But let's talk about it.
All right.
Well, the streets have said they should call that podcast Balls on the Court.
They should. Because it's definitely nuts on sluts over there. Both of them is the sluts of the family. But let's talk about it very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness.
Because Caitlyn is also in the news for this. Did you get the other article?
I do have it right here.
Caitlyn Jenner is once again spreading anti-LGBTQIA rhetoric. Caitlyn Jenner has publicly supported a ban on transgender female athletes in New York counties, stating that all I'm trying to do is protect women. Nigga, it's either you're in sports or you're not. Now, how you over here want to ban the trans girls from being in sports, but yet you got a sports podcast?
And was named by ESPN Woman of the Year.
Woman of the Year.
How? I don't know.
Woman of the Year. Let's talk. Let's really dissect this. If you really want to motherfucker talk about a bitch. So you done came through here, white hoe, and you done gathered up all of your accolades. You truly have walked on the backs of white women, came and gathered up all the accolades as a trans woman, and now you want to dictate who and who can't play basketball wherever. You don't feel like they should be playing basketball, softball, soccer, swimming, or whatever. But yet you did the things, and you got ESPN. That is this. What, Mo? Can you tell me what ESPN means?
Ask Alexa.
Yes. ESPN is no, actually I don't.
You can't. Okay.
I said ask Alexa.
Actually,
Alexa,
I can't.
what does ESPN mean? Oh, this bitch cut off on me. I don't give a fuck. It's sports.
Yeah,
Right.
All I know is sports. That's all.
You mean to tell me that ESPN, the sports place, named you woman?
Entertainment and Sports Programming Network.
The Entertainment and Sports Network,
Programming
Network named you, nigga, Woman of the Year. Now, once you done went and gathered all your trophies and all your things, we don't want no more of you trainers in here.
Mm-hmm.
And when she won, was she also in an altercation with a vehicle accident?
When she killed those people in that car,
Yeah.
and then she got her TV show,
Yeah.
that's how that works. So you mean to tell me I want to lay my ESPN Sports name your nigga ass Woman of the Year, and now, because I'm not mad at your views. I'm just mad that you occupied those spaces and you came in there and snatched up all that shit. When why they didn't give it to Serena,
Okay.
Venus?
Somebody more deserving.
Why didn't they give it to Maria Navratilova, the first dyke? Why they didn't do all the things? And you come in after you have had your nuts clipped.
Now,
And
we don't know if she did.
that bitch done had her nuts clipped. Bitch, this what that bitch look like in a dress. Bitch, you done went down here and you have a blank space
Looking like a Barbie.
in your panties.
Looking like a plastic Barbie doll.
This all I'm trying to fit. No matter which way you turn it, you have a blank space in your panties.
Tweets your legs. Oh, God.
You are a Malibu Barbie.
I think that's where that accident happened. It was down there on the PCA.
In Malibu.
Right. Pacific Coast Highway.
You have become a Malibu Barbie. Done went in, gathered up all the things that you can gather, and now nobody else can do it. Now here's how I feel. I just told y'all.
I was just going to say, to be fair.
To be fair, I just told y'all last week before we left. I feel like that the trans people can have a league of their own. A trans basketball league, a trans football league, a trans baseball league, a trans tennis, whatever the fuck y'all want to do out there in the sports. I don't want to do none of it. I like to watch nuts go up down the field. I like to watch real niggas run down the field.
We're going to have to watch some real sports together, Maddie.
We can. On Sunday. Don't be shocked when I know one or two.
Of the players.
Right. In all genres. But
Now, that's the conversation they don't want to hear.
But at all. But I'm okay with that I'm okay with that happening. Because people are not in a space yet of understanding that if you're on hormone therapy for a long period of time, right? Like Jazz, like my niece Jazz. Jazz ain't got Jazz. There are some women that would motherfucker.
This is where we go into the conversation we had last week.
That will Tonka truck Jazz, will slam Jazz on her neck, whoop Jazz ass in UFC fighting. There are women that are physically bigger, stronger, and more solid than Jazz, who was born male, that is now that is trans and has had the full operation surgery. That if she decided that she wanted to become a UFC fighter, that them bitches will stomp that whole neck loose.
So we had a conversation on the phone last week. We were talking on the phone last week, and we were saying we were going to talk about this. This is where we were talking about transitioning. When is it too soon? The benefits of transitioning.
Wait a minute,
early.
wait, Craig. I gotta cut you off right here. We're gonna do it.
What?
So Rita said, but Caitlyn only played against bio men. Then if that's the case, she had no business being Woman of the Year.
Correct.
She should have been Man of the Year in her dress.
That's the point that we're
That's
making.
the point that I'm making. If she played against bio men, great. But then she should never have walked away. We were all hot about this bitch walking away with Woman of the Year. All of us.
What was Caitlyn's name before?
Bruce.
Bruce, yeah, Bruce. It was Bruce that went against those
Correct
players, not Caitlyn.
Right.
So that's the difference.
So what we were saying on the phone last week was, the benefit of like a Jazz of transitioning early, because I don't know how old she was when she transitioned, but she was young.
7.
Okay, so Madison's point is she's not like a biological male because she transitioned at 7. She had already started doing the HRT and all that stuff. So in that instance, that's kind of like an exception. Maybe a trans person who started transitioning at 7 could play in sports with bio women because they're kind of the same because they transitioned early. But then Madison was saying, I didn't transition until later, and there are things that I have to do now because I didn't transition earlier, transition sooner. And so that was a whole nother conversation, but it becomes so...
Yes, Cindy, you can share it. Yes,
What's
please.
that?
She said, is it okay if she shares my live?
But it becomes so... It becomes sticky because there's so many different circumstances, right?
I told you, Craig, when we had this conversation on the telephone, you asked me, T.S. Madison, how do you feel about people transitioning their kids and transitioning early? I said, these are my thoughts. I said, I'm in a conundrum.
Yeah.
Because one, I've already lived the experience of being a teenage boy. That's the
Yeah.
last time I I lived all the way up to a teenage boy.
What were you, 16?
17.
17.
That was it.
Yeah.
After being a teenage boy, that was it.
Yeah.
I understood where I wanted to go in my life. You understand what I'm saying? However, had I had the opportunity to transition early with me knowing where I am now and where I am in my life now, I would have loved to have been able to do that so that I could have stopped some of this hair growth on my back and titties and shit that I got to go to laser for now. Had I had transition early,
all of that would have stopped.
it would have nipped it in its bud. So this is where I'm on a seesaw with it. I can't give you, if I was asked this question, on a public platform, the exact answer you would get is, I had the opportunity to live to a teenage boy.
Yeah.
And understand that, okay, that's it. And so when people think, I need you to give me some energy. When people think that they're reading me by saying certain things, I'm like, I have embraced. That's why when they say, Madison, you fight for the LGBTQIA community and you fight for gay men too. I'm like, because I had the opportunity of having that lived experience of being a gay man.
Yeah.
But I always was a woman, though.
Yeah. And what we said on that call was sometimes it's not cut and dry, it's not black and white, because what if a person did transition or start transitioning at 7 and then they want to detransition at 25? Because we were talking, we're not going to talk about it here, but we talked on the phone about trans people that we know that have regrets.
Yes, but
want to go back.
But here's where we have to get into and stand on, Craig, that we're not a monolith.
Exactly. And every situation is different.
Everybody has to have an individual life journey. And you have to go on that journey, because I respect the fact that I learned so much as a teenage boy.
Yeah.
If I had the opportunity to do it all over again, I'd do it with some hormones earlier.
Right.
But I'd still go through me being a teenage boy, you know what I'm saying, so that I could know, like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. But you also are clear that, like you said on the phone that day, you said, this is how I'm going out of here.
Yeah.
But then what about the trans person or the person who thinks they're trans at 15 or 13, they're underage, and let's just say their parents allow them to start the process, and then they turn 23 and they realize, oh, bitch, this is a mistake. You know what I mean?
Well, what do we do? I mean,
that's what I'm saying. It's all such an individual case. Like, it's to your point, your community is not a monolith. Black gay men, that's not a monolith. Black people, we're not a monolith, even though we're the same in terms of, how we appear and how we show up in some of our experiences, but the way that we think, the way that we move, it's not going to be identical.
It's not. But we also had this conversation too. Now we're sharing our private conversation.
Right.
I don't give a fuck because this is how I feel. You feel me? I'm not invalidating nobody else's identity.
Exactly.
I'm only speaking about my identity.
Exactly.
Right.
And the things that I've experienced on this journey. Now, Craig, we talked about Joanne the scammer.
Yes.
And you gave me an example. I didn't know this about
Yeah.
Joanne. You told me that you watched a video where Joanne the scammer said that at one point that he was around.
He was around trans people. It's a podcast that Jen and I can't remember the name of her podcast.
Was it So Popular? Because I was on that show, So Popular.
I can't remember the name of it, but you guys know the show that we were promoting, my Telling Our Stories in Paris. I talk about it in one of the episodes. But Joanne the scammer was going to transition because the queer people that were ushering him into the community were mostly trans people. So he was influenced by that. And he thought that he was trans because of his surrounding, his environment. And so he was going to transition. His mom said, "You really need to think about this. Are you sure this is what you want to do?" Well, his mom ended up moving the family someplace else. And so his surroundings were no longer trans people. And then he had this revelation that, okay, I am in fact not trans. I'm just a gay boy. And so he didn't do it. And he said on this podcast with Janet Mock, "I'm glad that I took the time and it didn't happen." But that's a perfect example.
Yes, that is his example.
That's his example.
You understand what I'm saying? And which tells me that even with him telling that story, that he's impressionable. There are people that are impressionable.
And that's what happens when you're young, though, too.
It can happen.
You're impressionable when you're young.
It can also happen when you're older too, because I see older people out here running down there to get BBLs and get teeth and get all this type of stuff. That had no motherfucking had no thoughts about having any of these things.
But they were influenced by social media.
They were influenced by social media. So you have to say that you could be impressionable at any age in your life.
You absolutely can. Because I have friends that have gone to get teeth. And they didn't necessarily go to a reputable dentist. And so I'm just like, well, why did you want to do, or they went and got a BBL? And I'm like, well, how much of that was your idea and how much of it was influenced by what you saw on social media?
Yep.
You know what I mean? And again, it goes back to what I said a few weeks ago, whenever it was, when I was talking about when there's something that's going on in the zeitgeist, some people don't have their own idea about whatever that topic is. They just look at the comments and figure out what everybody else is saying, and then they jump on board with what everybody else is saying.
Kind of the same way that some of these hoes trying to ring my house up. Like, I don't want my house to look like, I don't want beige walls or gray walls. I don't want that. I like crown molding. I like colors. I like taking pieces. Like, I don't think that, and somebody's like, well, you need to hire an interior decorator to come. Bitch, my house is laid from the front door to the back. And it's because of what I see in my home, because I have to live here. They don't have to live there. And that's a lot of situations with people. You have to live in your body.
Right.
Y'all decorating y'all bodies and y'all self for other motherfucking people when you have to live there. You gotta live there. You gotta clean that every day. You have to do that. You get what I'm saying? Some of y'all and some of you niggas out there putting on this facade and this imagery for people.
Yes, indeed.
Who in their quiet time and in their pastime are doing some of the most unthinkable things.
Excuse me. And
Thank you, Paige.
And I love K. Michelle. This is not a read to K. Michelle, but like she finally admitted on that show that she has, I think it's on Lifetime. Can't remember. Is it on Lifetime?
Lifetime, yes.
Where she talks about the surgeries and stuff that she had. And she finally admitted that she did it because she thought it would be able to keep a man. You know, she was putting herself at risk. You know what I mean? Her health. You know, she had all these side effects, but she just kept.
But this is what's going on with lots of women.
Yeah.
And they're seeing that these men are going after the whore look. But when it's all said and done, they always end up with the housewife.
Jasmine Sullivan said it best. A girl like me.
They always
The hoes are always winning. It seems like it. Anyway.
Seems like it, because they getting beat up, getting their pussy beat in, and becoming single mothers. But when those whores go to looking around and be like, well, why he with that fat bitch? Or why he with that tired? Why he with that? It's because, bitch, you the thing to chase. Once you done snatched and grabbed, and you see that BBL, these BBLs killing y'all. Ooh. I'm just saying.
And somebody said in the comments, they're not paying attention to what the maintenance is on the teeth or the BBL or whatever it is that you're getting done. You know what I'm saying? Like you going out here getting these big ass teeth.
You welcome, Diana Perez. Thank you for loving the perfume. Thank you. Y'all get you some. Get you some. But Craig, I told you when when I was in the car the other day, I said, bitch, I'm going when I meet the Lord in my spirit form and I look back at that body, you get what I'm saying? And this is why I ain't cut my dick off. This is why I haven't had an SRS, because I'm at one with all of me. And I was there were times that people were trying to pressure me into having an SRS. Well, you ain't no real motherfucking bitch until you go out there and get till you get a pussy. And that's what y'all be trying to pressure me into doing.
Oh, what? Like people that you were working with?
And people that not y'all, not the Maddie Mob, but a lot of, until he get his dick cut off, he gonna always be a him to me. Well, I guess that's what it is. Cause bitch, I'm she, her, and hers.
That was the name of the podcast.
Oh, Never Before.
Janet Mock's podcast was called Never Before. Oh. Thanks, Kayla, for sending that.
Thank you, Kayla.
Yeah, that's the episode.
Bitch, it's she, her, and hers with me. I don't even have to communicate with you. But there are times that I see people saying, well, you ain't no real one until I know the real ones got they motherfucking. No, bitch, you if real is what you feel, feelings aren't real. Put your money down, place your bet, and spin the wheel. If real is what you feel, you know the realness.
Girl, you are old fag.
I am. Almost as old as you. But I'm right behind Mo. But
But when you said that, it reminds me of the episode of Pose when I can't remember the character's name, but when she went and had the
Electra,
when she went and had the surgery. And the guy that had her set up in that apartment and was taking care of her, he told her, if you get rid of that, I'm not gonna do this anymore. And she went and had it done, and he was done. He was finished with her.
But you have to, anything that you do to yourself, you have to do that for you. And you have to be at one doing that for you. Like that's gonna make you whole. Because Craig, I'm complete. I may get a little snip, for the aging process.
You've had one before since I've known you?
I've had not since you've known. Maybe.
You've had a little something since I've known you?
I've had to think about that. Because I've known you for a long time. So I had to think about that.
Well, if you have, it's been very subtle.
And that's all I'm gonna do is subtle things to keep me in the age bracket of like when I'm 50, I still want to give 35. When I'm 60, I still want to give 35.
Well, when I give 35, I just want to put a little.
Oh, when you get 35?
Well, when I want to look 35, I just put a little just for me down
just
here.
For me.
Okay. That sea moss and stuff I be using in that skincare.
You Mo, with your hair done, you do look like you look like you in your late 20s.
Don't do that.
Late, like 31. But
and not a day younger.
Like 31? You're late 20s.
I'm thinking more like 25.
No. We're not gonna do that.
What do you mean not gonna do what?
Accept your grace.
Right. Now we're giving you a little leeway. Not too much.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Not too much.
Accept your grace. We've given you grace in this conversation.
Come on, let's be real. I do look younger.
No, we are being real.
We are. You look like you're in your late 20s, like 31, maybe 32, but just very handsome though. When the Lord meet me at the gate to send me wherever I'm going, whether it's in or out, and he be standing there saying next, and I get in there, and he like name. I'm like, well, honey, you don't know my name, and I said, hold on, let me pull these panties down, and that dick hit that cloud. He gonna say, oh shit, Tim.
I didn't recognize you.
Miss Tim, I almost didn't recognize you.
Girl, he gonna know who you are.
He gonna say, I gave you. Now, Miss Tim, I gave you that. And I'm gonna say, God, I took it right on with me. Thank you for it.
He gonna know who you are.
Thank you for it. Thank you, God, for all that you have given unto me. Thank you,
Hallelujah.
God. Hallelujah.
Yes,
when I
Lord.
think of the Lord and all the things he has done for me,
Amen.
I begin to praise, shout, hey, Yababashata, and worship him. Hey.
Amen.
Skin Potions, I see y'all down there in the comments. We did receive our box. Mo is over there looking like a throwaway
Don't do that.
because he did see my box and he was like, "Well, anything come for me?"
I still gotta go. Oh, I still gotta go to my P.O. box, Skin Potion.
Skin Potions, we did receive your things, and I did receive my cookie butter. Now, let me tell you something. As a big girl, as a big, see, I like all these roots and things in
Know what I'm
here.
saying?
It's somebody when I see some roots and things in the hood, I know it's gifted from the earth. It's come from the earth.
I know what that means.
No, you don't know what it means. It means it comes from the earth. It makes me at one with the ancestors.
We are one.
But see, I like this cookie butter. See, I'm getting ready to get into my mating season.
Oh.
And when I get into my mating season, I like to put cookie butter in between my thighs. Because you see how
Girl, put some on these knees.
I got pads for that.
Girl, I thought you were working today, girl, the way these knees look.
It's all right, baby. I got pads for that. I have knee pads for that.
Girl, I thought you were working this afternoon.
Not too much. But you see, I'm getting ready to go into my mating season. And, you know, it's just something about me being a heavier girl that I like the fact that when a man, especially a man from Africa or African descent, gets on top of me and he smells all that good cookie butter,
Oh, I thought you were about to say ravishes you.
he's gonna ravish me because it's gonna be eating a chocolate cake. It's gonna be eating like a caramel chocolate cake. Don't it smell good?
It does smell good.
And I mix it with my everything. I do this. He's trapped forever. He's caught in the great reaping.
Oh, so that's how you work. That's how your spells work.
You have captivated me in every way. From the time we
What
met
you know about that Teacher Moses?
to the day we met, you boy, you got me caught up
What y'all know about that motherfucking Teacher Moses?
with you.
I love that lady.
Let me tell you something. I love Teacher Moses with everything in me, and I love Teacher Moses because I was introduced to Teacher Moses. Thank you, Skin Potion. Miss Mary got hers too. I was introduced to Teacher Moses through Miss Eve.
Oh, really?
I almost just about to cry for a second because I remember me when I first moved here to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And she had that black Lexus G300, bitch. It was a 1999. Black Lexus G300.
You met Miss E when you got to Atlanta or before you got here?
I met her before I moved here.
Okay.
And we were riding around in that black Lexus 1999 G300, bitch. And she was playing that Teacher Moses. I was like, oh my God, who is this? You know, and I fell in love with it. And that's also during the time when Noah's Ark was out.
Because they put a lot of her stuff on the show as well.
Oh. Oh, 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 oh.
Wait, how it go? Thank you.
You don't understand my gangster.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like and I think that I rolled out to that album. Like I rolled that
That
album.
shit. But wait. So for those of you who may not know who Teacher Moses is, the first single was Don't mean to disrespect, but thoughts of you rule my world. I swear. Visions of you and I. Yeah.
I just wanna be your girl. Just wanna be your girl. Yeah. Just wanna be your girl.
Yes.
And so like we would ride out to that, and she was like, and Miss E was like, "Oh, bitch, you don't know nothing about Teacher Moses."
Baby.
And I didn't.
Yeah.
And so because you know,
Teacher was the girl.
that it's a special place. He will come and rescue me.
Yes.
I know someday he'll come for me.
Y'all better go get that first album. And that Take Me with her and Raphael Sadiq. Take me Back to the day when you made me fall.
So in love.
Hey, y'all
Oh
gotta
my
go get that
God.
Complex Simplicity.
Complex
The first album is called Complex Simplicity.
And,
Teacher Moses.
and like we follow each other on Instagram, and I've written her and told her that how much I loved her, but I haven't really had the opportunity to sit with her and hold her hand and express to her how important that she is.
Yeah.
Because I've lost somebody that introduced me to her, and like
Yeah.
these were moments that we shared. Like, and
Yeah.
it's so crazy the way that music can take you.
Transport you.
I mean,
It's a time. Music is a time capsule.
It is.
You can remember where you were, who you were with, what you had on.
bitch. Even if you have amnesia.
Right.
And what?
Amnesia. That means your knees can't remember nothing. You still
Okay.
amnesia.
Yeah, that's my album. Excuse me.
I'm trying to see what's a candy bar out here.
Your sugar
Yeah, my sugar got low. It says milk, Mr. Beast Feastables. I think this is vegan.
No, it's not.
Oh. I watched a lady online the other day. She made some Star Crunches.
How they taste?
I watched her, Mo.
Let me look at the ingredients. Don't you hate when people do like that when they...
I do it.
You do that? Oh, no, this got egg and milk in it. Girl, get closer to the mic.
You okay?
Oh, my God.
Mo, you want a piece?
I'll take.
It's good.
I'll take.
These people sent it to me from this company. I had to taste it.
Girl, he trying to take half the candy bar.
Ain't gonna go out there and tell my tea.
I took a bar.
That she-mail gave me some chocolate. See how it came out packaged?
Oh, that's a nice
It
packaging.
came from Feastables.
Oh, it is good.
I'm gonna do a day of unboxing. I got so much stuff, but
From last year.
you mean to tell me you gonna tell every piece of my business? You gonna tell everything? You men got some more than bitches. That's why you a fag now. Look how nicely it came in the
Let me see.
packer.
Who are these people?
They sent this to me.
Oh, Mr. Beast. Oh, he's really popular for.
On TikTok.
Yeah.
They sent me this, Mr. Beast.
Let me see. Look at this.
They sent me this. Thank you, Mr. Beast.
Yeah, he does a lot of charity work too.
Well, he damn sure did, just not giving me this candy. I feel like Shirley Caesar right now with these old glasses sit at the tip of my nose.
Girl, you need a fanny pack. And a nice dry wig. Grab that one over there.
No, Craig, you was doing an impression earlier.
I'm not putting that wig on.
No, you got to.
That was on Instagram.
It's okay, you go. No, put that over there. Don't take it home with you either.
Can I get a bar? It was good. It was so good.
You can.
How many bars are in there?
That took.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. She don't need all that chocolate.
I've told you I've always been good to you people.
What do you mean? Can you stop saying you people?
Miss Mary calling.
Ain't you black?
I'm coming, Miss Mary.
Mm-hmm.
You said what?
You got a big ass. We ain't gonna talk about you behind your back. We're gonna tell you in your face.
It's my pants. That's why.
No, it ain't your pants.
Okay, that was some good candy. I wish you could have some.
Oh, y'all went. No, that's great.
Oh, thanks.
Mary said, "Get out of the way, man." It took you about 30 minutes to get down here, but move.
I think they can still. Can y'all still hear us?
Wait, they can. Great, they can hear us.
I got to see them knees one more time.
Go ahead, run it back, Craig. Those knees are saying, "Da da da da."
Girl, first of all, them jeans look like they too tight or something. She walking like the penguin.
Mary told her to get out the way, Craig.
That's Mary J. Blige's sister. That's LaTanya Blige. DaCosta.
That's how you know who got the best pussy.
The way she walked.
Yes, God.
Now, Mary kind of walk like that too now.
That's why she danced like that. That's Tammy.
Yeah, she talking to me. Yeah.
Y'all, I've been trying to get to that story since 2 weeks ago.
Greg, you been one. So we here now. So let's do it.
First of all, when she came out there, Mary was walking like, okay, girl, get out the way. Let me get in the van. Let me get in this truck.
Can I ask you this, Craig, and you be honest with me? Mm-hmm. As of lately, has Mary been looking like she been really happy?
No.
No. Mary has not been looking like that she has been happy at all. I watched her on the red carpet with this dress. She wasn't those people to hurry up and move. She was like, here's the way I feel, right? I want to meet, when I meet Mary, I just want to, hello. Mm-hmm. Because I don't think that, I don't know. I don't know this. Again, I have to say this. I don't know this to be true. I don't know what type of person that she is. But I just been looking, and it's looking like that she's been over a lot of things.
Yes. And so I saw this video of Mary. And first of all, I'm a diehard Mary fan.
Me too.
This past week on my Insta story, I was in the car playing Mary. But it's almost like she wants us to believe that she's happier than she actually is. And I saw this clip where there was a fan. She was doing like a meet and greet. And there was a fan, and the lady was so excited, and she was talking to her like she was fidgeting, and she was close to Mary, and she was talking, and she was crying, and she was pouring her heart out. And Mary was like, come on. And come on, let's hurry up and take this picture. Like, this lady was pouring her heart out to Mary. And Mary was like, mm-hmm, okay. And it was just like, Mary, like you're not going to take a moment to acknowledge. This lady was like, your music has changed my life. And I know that you hear it enough, and you've heard it, and you see it. But it's just like, girl, can you take a moment? I was like, what was that?
Well, you know, she's been through a lot too, so that
She has.
Her emotions might not be wired the same.
Well, she was trying to hurry up and for them people to say, the check ain't gonna clear till you get inside the car and drive away.
Mary is tired.
She said since Jodeci, Mary ain't been the same.
It would hurt me if I met her and
Ooh.
she gave
Ooh, very much so. I'm not interested.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
It would.
Mm-hmm.
So I just stick with the memories of do. I stick with that, like, you know, and I think that that when you meet people, thank God the majority of the people that I met that I've loved have shared that same love back with me.
Yeah. Have you ever met anybody that wasn't?
Like they've been just excited to meet me
Okay.
as I them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I don't want to wait that much. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't want to spend a lot by you.
Gillespie.
Could y'all read those messages?
Read it for him, Craig. What they said.
He was texting. It was like they think that white folks owed him something.
You got to go up above that.
Okay.
Because what he said in the first one, all you see is bunch of niggas. I was like, Lord.
And see, this is why I stay on their asses.
But it's not all of them.
It's not all of them. But when I'm staying on it, I'm staying on people like him. Those are the white folks that I be talking about.
We here now. Go ahead, Craig.
Speaking of white folks like him, I don't know if any of you looked at that interview with Don Lemon and Elon Musk. And I kindly tweeted. I tore his ass up on Twitter.
No, give me the napkin, please.
Yeah, I got you.
Elon Musk is the quintessential, there's your word, example of the kind of white person that I'm talking about. So Don Lemon, they were talking about DEI, and I know many of you know what DEI is, but I'm just going to say it just for those so we all on the same page. Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Affirmative action.
Pretty much. And so DEI is pretty much like a lot of these corporate companies have adopted it, but they are trying to abolish it now. Pay attention. DeSantis and all these other people
I
have
watched
been.
Candace Owens talking about it.
She's on the Breakfast Club. I'm going to be watching that today.
I watched her talk about it. I seen her.
Meanwhile, that bitch and I don't even usually call women bitches, but that bitch came through on some more affirmative action shit. Candace Owens. And now she trying, kind of like Caitlyn was just doing. See, you see how we tied that together. But DEI is diversity, equity, and inclusion, and basically it gives an opportunity for people of color and women who are qualified to sit at the table that they otherwise wouldn't be able to sit at. They're given an opportunity to sit at the table, whether it's admission into a college, whether it's a position at a corporate company or whatever it is, or getting funding for whatever. It's not lowering the standard or making it easier for them to get in. That's not what it is. Elon Musk was sitting on this fucking interview yesterday with Don Lemon talking just as stupid. And what I saw when I looked at that interview, I saw so many things looking at it, but here's the truth. He is proof that you don't have to be smart to be successful. You really don't. And he was basically saying, well, there are a lot of, like at Duke University, he said that they were lowering the admission scores and things like that for people of color and women to get in. They've lowered the standards for people of color and women to become doctors. And Don Lemon was like, that's not true. Where's the data to support that? He said, oh, well, it's on Twitter. And he said, yeah, but those are people's opinions. Those aren't facts. Those are people's opinions. And then Don Lemon said, well, don't you feel like you have some sort of a social responsibility?
He canceled that show.
He can't, yeah, it's not streaming on Twitter.
Well, that's where it was originally supposed to.
That's where it was, yeah, it was supposed to be there. But it's like, the truth is, here's the truth. A lot of these right-wing people, these Republicans who are talking about removing these diversity, DEI initiatives and things like that, they don't even know what the fuck they talking about. They don't even know what this shit is. They're just, again, group thought. They just jumping on some shit that they think they know, and they don't really know. And so it really is sad. Like Elon, I tweeted yesterday, "You's a dummy, bitch." Like, like he's such a supporter of free speech,
Free thinking.
free right. And I'm like, okay, well, here you go for free thought. Don't block my Twitter account either, because if you believe that people should be able to get on here and say whatever, and Don Lemon brought up those black people that were killed in Buffalo, New York, because that white boy went and shot them up because of something that he read. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's really, really sad. And then he tweets things out that aren't factual, and his rebuttal was, well, if I say something that isn't true, then there are message boards and people come and they put the truth up there. And Don Lemon said, well, do you think as many people read those as they read the original tweet?
Right. And here we go, Craig. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
What?
That's why I said I will pay $100
Right.
to those people out there who can go forth and find those videos of me specifically saying this. Because people like to spin a narrative about things, and they'll go with what they've heard.
Exactly.
And I'm like, that's not true. That's not. These are things I have not said. These things.
It's really sad. It really is sad. I mean, oh my God!
And it is true. He is Elon Musk is South African also.
Yeah, he is South African. He is South African.
So you could kind of, I guess you could kind of see how the kind of environment he was brought up in.
And he tried to act like he doesn't support Donald Trump. He said that he wasn't going to donate to his campaign. Speaking of Donald Trump, that motherfucker can't come up with that $454 million that he needs to. And my girl Letitia up there in New York, I think she's the attorney general. She talking about seizing his property starting Monday if they don't come up with the money. None of the banks are willing to loan him any money. He's trying to... He said he was trying to put up some of his properties for collateral. They said, no, we don't want that. We want stocks and bonds. We want cash. And if he doesn't come up with this money, they're going to start seizing his properties. 454. But you're a billionaire. That's how you know that motherfucker was lying. If you're a billionaire, you should have a $500 million to pay that.
Craig, let me ask this question to you while they watch.
Uh-huh.
This is us having our private talk that we do.
Okay.
Now, we're going to be honest.
I'm going to be honest.
Financially,
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
tax bracket wise,
Girl, I don't want to talk about this. No, go ahead. We talked about this the other day. Go ahead.
we should be Republican.
We talked about this the other day. In terms of tax bracket, yes, we should vote for Trump because it would give us more of a tax shelter.
But because
We think about the greater good. We don't vote like that.
no,
You know what I'm saying? Yes, it would give us more tax shelter, but the truth is, for me, I can't allow myself to vote for somebody who was okay with putting children in cages. And there are people who can justify it and say, oh, well, they weren't white children. They were Hispanic children. But like that you can justify that, like that's insane. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of voting and the way that people vote, white women only vote in their own interest. They never vote in the interest of all women. That's why this Roe versus Wade shit got repealed. White women always vote selfishly, generally speaking. I'm not saying that there aren't white people out there that didn't vote for him or whatever, but white women generally don't vote in the favor of other women. Now, black women, historically and traditionally, vote in the interest of all women. There's data to support that.
Ricky said he couldn't hear all of that ridiculous smacking. Now you won't be able to hear it all. Thanks. We were having lunch in the midst of us working for y'all. Timmy, put that over there for mamas.
Yeah, somebody said 53% of white women voted for Trump.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? But even on issues, too. You know what I mean? White women won't vote for issues that affect mostly black women.
I have a question, Craig.
Generally
At the end of the day,
speaking.
I also think that they also vote with their men also.
Right. And then just from a historical, don't forget your point. And just from a historical standpoint, oftentimes when we think about slavery and oppression and stuff, we think about white men. But white women have been complicit. Don't get it fucked up. White women oftentimes are the reason that a lot of black people, African slaves, were killed.
It was a nigga.
That's right. Emmett Till.
It was a nigga.
That's right.
We can't forget about Rosewood. That was a real place.
Yeah, Rosewood, Florida.
It was a nigga.
That's right.
It was a nigga.
Yes, Rosewood, Florida. Out here, Black Wall Street, out there in Missouri. Even Central Park. Did you know Central Park was once a black town? A prosperous black town. Did you all know that? And they built Central Park on it. And mostly niggas can't even afford to live around there. Lake Lanier, up here in Georgia. Yeah, Tulsa, Oklahoma. What did I say, Missouri? Tulsa, Oklahoma. Sorry, thank you so much for that. Black Wall Street was Tulsa, Oklahoma. There was a town full of black academicians, doctors, attorneys, wealthy people. White vigilance came in and burned that town down. So when white folks say, "Oh, you all need to pull yourselves up by your bootstrap, stop looking for a handout," bitch, we built shit. You couldn't handle us being self-sufficient and independent.
Somebody said Rodeo Drive.
Rodeo Drive, but then Lake Lanier.
Ocoee, Florida.
Guess right. Greenwood, Lakewood. Lake Lanier was a black town that was prosperous, and they flooded it.
Yeah. Seneca Village, Wilmington, North Carolina. Ooh, they just writing it.
I'm telling you, this is not unique. These are not independent cases. This is what has happened historically. So don't let folk make you believe that black folks are lazy and we just don't have the wherewithal to build and that we don't have the capacity to galvanize and come together, because we've done that. Historically, we have supported each other. So remove that narrative where you talking about it's hard to support black businesses. No, we did it.
But you also go through, Craig, and you tear black businesses up when they do wrong.
I tear everybody up when they do wrong.
Yes, you do. You do.
I tear all businesses up when they do wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad thing, though.
Now I do try to give a little more grace to black owned businesses.
I mean, I do
if
too.
you're doing bad,
but here's my thing with black
people know.
Yeah, but here's my thing with some black businesses. Some black businesses get in business and then they start like everything is $5,000 from the start. You like, girl, hold.
Yeah. Now sometimes they do me on that fuck shit.
Like, dog, I want to support you, but like, why are you price gouging me?
Come on, somebody.
Right.
Why? And I don't really come into anybody's business as a black person looking for a discount. I always come in and I'm like, well, honey, and here's the thing, when people like to use their celebrity, I don't do that. Mm-hmm. I don't do it. I'm
try to get stuff for free, you mean?
I'm like, how much do you charge for,
right.
whatever? Like, charge me how much you charge.
Right.
But still throw me a little something. But charge me how much. Because, bitch, I already know you're going to charge me. You about to skyrocket the price.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's why you even have people buy stuff for you. You be like, go ahead, go get it for me, and I'll send you the money to go get it. You do stuff like that.
Yes.
Ooh.
Someone asked the question, what are our thoughts on
Where?
On them building a water park on Lake Lanier?
Oh, I did hear about that.
All those black souls are at the bottom of
And
that.
that's why those people be down there at the bottom of that water too.
And they never find them either.
That's why those black souls come right up there and pull it down. Now whoever made that movie Lake Lanier, they was late. Y'all should have waited a little while longer and got y'all budget together before y'all put that bootleg ass movie out. I need a real movie to come through about Lake Lanier. Because that one I watched on Amazon, I was like, nah, girl.
And they need to start with how they flooded that black town.
How
it was a black town and they flooded it.
Girl. NY Bound, you say you got me? All right, good. I hope someone comes through and make a real movie about that, because when I watched it, remember I told you, Tammy, when you said, "Oh, I'm about to watch Lake Lanier," and then I said, "Girl, it's late," and it was late. It was very late.
Like what was?
It was late, Mo. And it was like one of those Nollywood movies. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that.
No, it got some good. Shut up. Shut your fucking mouth.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
You can't front on Nollywood movies. You know they be good. You know Nollywood movies are good. Don't say nothing messy neither. Don't say nothing messy, Maddie. Because I know I can see the look on your face. You about to say
No,
something
you have to
messy.
listen, Mo. I have watched some Nollywood porn. Some Nigerian porn.
Oh, really?
It's been very interesting.
I can't watch Nigerian porn.
You can't?
No, I can't.
Can you?
Why you can't watch Nigerian porn?
Because I'm so used to how.
You don't see yourself in those people?
No, I just don't. It's.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
Basically, that's it.
oh,
It's going to be the accent.
oh,
It's going to be all
oh.
that. It's going to throw me off.
oh,
Oh, so you don't like hearing the Nigerian accent?
oh,
Not in that. Not in that. Because it's going. I know how it's going to go.
Oh.
Oh my God.
oh my God.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
My God.
Oh,
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 I'm
Oh.
going to be laughing more than I'll be
oh, oh,
On a jack off.
oh, oh.
because because Africans make fun of other Africans' accent. We
Really?
make fun of our own accent. Yeah.
Mo, how often do you jack off?
It's okay to tell us. We all jack off in the
No,
room.
that's personal business.
Even Tammy.
You say it.
Hello?
Hey, Tammy, you look good.
Y'all- No, are y'all there?
I'm not anti-Nigerian. I love
I'm
my
gonna
country.
open the door.
I love my country.
And
I
then
just
I'll be
can't
on my
listen.
way
I
around
just
here
can't
in a few
watch.
minutes.
I just can't watch Nigerian porn. That's about it. I can watch everything
Yeah,
else.
and then I'll be on
I
my
just
way
can't
around
do
in a few
Nigerian
minutes.
porn.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
It's just because I know how it's gonna go.
it took me a long time before I start watching trans porn. I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Why?
I wouldn't watch it because I wouldn't.
Why?
I didn't like it at first. I didn't. Well, all right. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, because I
That's what Craig was waiting for.
mean, right. All this playing around.
Hold on. I gotta open the door for the people that's coming to work at the
Okay.
house.
Craig was like, "Okay, tell us." Like,
Right.
I didn't like it because it was. Craig, you love to make me do this.
No, I just want to know what your thought process is. I don't watch porn.
I didn't like to watch it because I didn't see me. When I first started watching trans porn, I only saw white men fucking the girls.
Black trans girls or white
Fucking
trans
the
girls?
black trans girls. I would only see them fucking the black trans girls. They would be sucking they would be sucking so many white dicks. And I didn't have any problem with any interracial stuff. It's just like that wasn't what I wasn't. And that's why when I started producing adult films and adult entertainment films, it was strictly niggas.
Mm-hmm.
It was hood niggas. It was fine ass hood niggas. It was around the way hood niggas. I set the precedence for what Tammy does now. But
You crawled so she could walk.
I actually birthed so that she can be birthed.
Right.
Because my gay mama came in doing it. I saw her doing that. So it was just a lot of I saw lots of just they was over sexualizing the trans girls, and they were just and I saw most of them being topped by
The trans girls.
and I used to be
Oh, the
like,
white guys were being top.
yeah, and I was like, but I'm not a top. Like I like I like niggas. I like niggas. So I started creating films where I saw myself, and this is why I tell people, you gotta create
What you want to see.
what you want to see.
Especially those of you that be critiquing us and criticizing us, tell us why we don't do that. You have to create what you want to see. We're creating what we see.
Yeah, and so when I started doing those films and those flicks like that, you know, I made sure. And listen, I used to tell those niggas when they come right there, if you're not gonna suck my dick off camera and then get your dick sucked. No, what we want to do, because I want to break down. I know I'll never get credit for a lot of things that I've done in this life. I know I won't. I know that I will not, but it's okay. But I will speak my own truth. None of those girls was doing those things before the TS came along and knocked that motherfucking corner out for that to be a niche market for that to be done. Like you only saw those white men and the black girls, and then it was race porn, and then you also saw, you know, when the black guys did it, you only saw the black guys that they did hire. You only saw them a certain way, and you only saw them attracted to the white girls.
Right.
I'm like, now the trade, and this is why there was so many. There's so many people had these preconceived notions that only white men like trans, and the black men that are into trans need to be in the ones that look a certain way. They need to be skinny. They need to be, you know, white. They need to be. So when I came in and I was hood, you know, there were lots of threads and forums reading me. Oh, she's fat, and I wasn't even as heavy as I am now. Oh, she belongs in BBW. Or, oh, those men, like, are they signing waivers? And you know, like trying to see, like, was I really on top of my business acumen? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I ended up winning all types of awards in the industry. That there were so many people, like huge companies that were huge that I wouldn't fold. But we'll pay you $3,000 to come over here and do a scene. I'm like, sweetheart, are you crazy? No, we need to sit down and we need to talk about how you'd pay me a portion. And I also need ownership. I need a third. I need something. I need to be a part of the distribution, the marketing. So they didn't like me. They didn't like me because I came in talking business. I've always talked business about we're not doing that. I'm not working for you. We'll work together. I'm not working for you. And I made so much noise. You can type in, I have not been in the business for over a decade. You can type in the words big, dick, bitch. None of those words, I don't own any of those words. I haven't trademarked. I can't trademark any of those words because those are words. Big, dick, bitch. I haven't been in the business for over a decade. And I came in that market and I told them, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. And we're going to do the things that how I want to do it, or we're not doing a motherfucking thing at all. I was the only person that solely distributed my own products, my own brand, my own thing into mainstream stores. There was no middleman. They had to talk to me.
Oh, to get your
DVDs, any paraphernalia pertaining. I didn't have no management, no nothing. I was in that bitch as a BOSS. That's why when those girls be talking about something, oh, the porno. No, bitch, there's levels to this. I was not an OnlyFans girl, or I was not a girl of I was a boss. I've never been an motherfucking employee. I've always been an employer. So, bitch, when we talking about that, put some respect on it, bitch. I made my first $1 million, bitch, from oohing and on and owning all of my motherfucking shit.
From what?
Oohing and on.
You can pull up them videos to this day, and the videos is ranging
Millions of views today, and I haven't done any adult film work in years. And to this day, those videos. Bitch, what?
I was just making sure.
Have you missed?
Know how all these websites
Excuse me. Have you missed a check?
No. I'm just saying because you know how certain people, how people can use.
Sweetheart, those are mine.
Oh, because I'm saying like how people can use your.
Those are mine.
Oh, okay. I was just asking.
Those belong to me. So when I hear people, say ill things about me, I'm like, bitch, you haven't done your research, or y'all trying to minimize, the things that I've done, or my presence and what I did. Like, I've been a boss. When I opened the door and said, come on in, bitch, this was my mansion first before I have the mansion I got now. But this was my little mansion first from those little movies, those little bootleg movies and all that type of shit. And they try to, people will always try to take what you've accomplished and try to wrap it up into some small paper. And you're like, no, Keisha. No, Keisha. I was making $300,000 and $400,000 and $500,000 a year from those little movies. From those tiny movies. that were blurry and fuzzy. That's why I was telling these girls out here that be reading me talking about my microphone. That bitch got those microphones. Baby, you done got all those good microphones and all that wonderful equipment, but you have yet to surpass me because it's not in your DNA. It's always been in mine. We're about to leave, but we're going to leave on this.
Wait a minute, we ain't done yet.
Yeah. No, we're going to have to come back, Craig, because you know I got that people at the house.
Oh my God, I wanted to talk about this though.
No, this is definitely where we're going.
Which one? Which one you talking
We're
about?
going to talk about that Nickelodeon special.
Girl, I wanted to talk about this.
Where? Okay, we'll talk about the Nickelodeon special after this. But it's already said. So I'm gonna go over there.
Okay.
Louisiana woman accused of refusing to return
return
$1.2 million after bank error.
I would have refused it too.
Yeah, but when we try to figure out what you want on your book, do you want a hot sausage or you want potato chips?
Nah, I'll just use one of my other aliases.
Gabriel?
Well, what they're saying is, so she worked for, she was what was her profession? Was she I can't remember what she did for a living. I think she was she a banker? I can't remember.
No, she was at a bank. I'm trying to remember.
I think she worked for the bank, but it was Charles Schwab, which is an investment bank. They transferred $1.2 million to her account. And she refused to send it back. And so Charles Schwab is trying to sue her and bring forth charges against her to get the money back. But there's a loophole because the law is basically saying she's not obligated to send the money back because it wasn't her error. It was their error. So she didn't lawyer it up. They've lawyered up. But my thought is, and I said this to some friends of mine the other day, she should have took her ass to a country where there are no extradition laws, where they can pull you back. Like she should have went over there with Russell Simmons over there in Bali. But my thing is, could you really give up your whole...
And lived off of $35 a day?
Listen, but could you really leave the country, though, for $1.2 million? Like, you can't come back. You know, as soon as you come through...
TSA.
Not even TSA, Customs. They got you right at the passport thing. So, like, you could never come back. Like, all your friends, all your family. Like, could you really leave the country?
And it's not enough when you really look at $1.2 million, like in cash.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, oh God, Craig, I hate saying this stuff.
What?
Bitch, I done ran through one. Bitch, you know, you done ran through $1 million.
Stop telling these people my business.
But I'm just saying, like, it's like when you really look at that stuff, you've been ran through it. Like you've been about you a car, and you done been about this, you've been about that. You know, by the time you done finished or you done invested in this and this, and it's just like, girl, it's gone. I need another $1 million.
Right.
Now, if you leave the country to go to Bali and for 35 cents a day,
because $15 a day, you get a full body massage,
bitch,
in Bali.
That's retirement plans right there.
Yes. That's why Russell Simmons.
Like $1.2 million is a lot of money, but it's not enough to just leave everything that you know and everybody you know behind.
Yeah, unless you're gonna take them with you and you get them 45 cents a day. That's what Tasha K gonna end up living at over there. Right over there in Bali.
Oh my God!
So she can hide all her money and spend that good money over there.
But
now.
I don't think she should get her. I don't think she should be sued though, because that's just like saying, okay, you mistakenly send somebody something off of Cash App or something.
Oh, I'm coming for my money.
Yeah, but they don't have to return it.
Oh, I'm coming for it.
But they don't have to return it though.
But that was the point that people were making. Like when you make a mistake and send somebody the money wrong to the wrong person on Cash App or Zelle, they can't tell you can't get your money back. So why should Charles Schwab get their money back from her?
Let her keep her money.
But my thing is, how much is it going to take in terms of lawyer fees and court fees? How much is that going to burn into that $1.2 million?
Well, can't she do something where she could say they should be able to pay for her if she wins the case? Is there a way that she could say they should?
She could probably try to sue for attorney's fees and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you what she did. She bought a house. She bought a car. She paid off some bills. But that's what I'm saying. I don't even know how long she had the money until somebody from Charles Schwab caught it. Because you can't just go out and buy no house. You know what I'm saying? Like she would have had to have been looking already. You know what I mean? Like, how much time had really passed?
Craig, we was out of there.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I definitely would have spent some of that money.
Some.
So I would have spent all of it.
Sue me, nickel.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I've been paid off some stuff.
Sue me, nickel.
Credit cards would have been paid off.
Sue me,
Oh
nickel.
my God.
Yeah, now bills would have been handled.
For sure.
Yeah, but for
I'd have
sure.
handled bills, like things
sure.
that I know they can't snatch back, because they go out there put a lien on that car, they'll put a lien on that, but bills would have been handled.
Credit cards would have been
Yeah, all that, bitch. Everything I had would have been zero balance.
Right.
How much I owe you? Hold
Right.
on, I got some for you.
Right.
Put a little love off it. Here you go, Tyler. Headshot.
Here's a little
Right.
tip.
Here
Here's
you
a
go.
little tip.
They put here go interest.
Right. I came with your little extra money. I had a little extra.
A little extra money.
I had a little something.
And then you listen, and mind you, while you doing all that shit, then you done gave all that little extra. You done went Christmas shopping for the neighborhood. And that's that you know the bitches at home watching TV and you popping on the screen.
Right.
Missouri woman. 1.2. Like, bitch, she just gave.
Right.
I hope she don't think she finna get this that she gave me back.
Because you definitely ain't getting it back from
She
me.
ain't getting it back from me. Anything come from me?
Anything
No.
come for me? Not a damn
Not a
thing.
damn thing.
So you don't think she could sue for like emotional distress? Because that's emotional distress like a motherfucker.
I mean, she could try.
She could listen. If her lawyer's good, she can. If her lawyer's good.
But I'm just thinking, if you got $1.2 million and you fighting with them for 2 or 3 years,
Yeah, it ain't gonna be 1.2 no more.
that's gonna be a lot of money. You paying?
It's gonna be $1,200 by the time you
right.
Shoot, you better than
They
what I
gonna
was thinking.
send
I
you
was
an
thinking about-
invoice.
I was
And
thinking
bitch-
about a good $120.
Yeah, because I was looking at Selena. Did you see Selena Johnson talking about her divorce? I watched the thing where Selena Johnson was talking about how her lawyers were suing her for her lengthy divorce.
Are you serious?
That she was indebted to her lawyers for a lengthy divorce. And she was in so much debt to her lawyers, the people that represented her.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I didn't know she
damn.
was divorced.
Damn, that's wild.
I was just looking at her on the Porch concert. There's a show on Netflix, YouTube, where different performers, they perform on a front porch. It's in Maryland somewhere. It's in the DMV. But Tweet performed, Rough Ends, she did, Selena
Tweet.
Johnson. They're actually on the front porch and they perform with a band.
So let's get to this, and then Craig, the other stuff we'll pick up on when we come back.
Okay.
We'll probably come. Are you busy Saturday, Mo?
No, I'm not busy Saturday.
I'm doing my taxes Saturday.
Now, you see, that's the person you need to go to.
Already done got my taxes.
What happened?
Mo
Oh, the
threw something-
perfume fell off.
Oh, I
the
thought
thing.
Mo, you threw something over here.
No.
Really? The first thing you do is to blame me.
I can't stand doing taxes.
You need to stop being messy.
I know
though.
how y'all Africans do, but that's America.
What were you gonna
I
say?
did all my taxes.
You already said I hate
Yes,
that.
bitch. Listen, that shit costed me.
I don't even want to talk about it. What happened now? What were you about to ask me?
That shit costed. It was ugly. Cause I had to do years. Cause I filed my taxes every 3 years. Bitch, I'd be like, girl, I'm not going down there and give it up. Because sometimes them 1099s come later.
Get somebody else to do it.
Mo, you got your 1099?
I did.
Did you go down there and file your taxes?
I did.
Listen, because whatever I told them that I gave you, that's what I told them.
I did.
You got your 1099 from a real company?
I did. I sure did. Speaking of, I have something in my car I have to give you.
I can't stand tax time.
You got something you got to do what?
I have to give you. There's something in my car I need to give you. Why are you looking like
What they got to do? I already gave you your papers for your taxes. What you got to give me?
Why are you looking all concerned?
Because I need to find what you got to give me.
It's not.
Our relationship is done for 2023. We working on 2024 right now. Our
It's nothing-
2023 relationship
it's
is done.
nothing- it's nothing
And our
bad.
2021 relationship, our relationships is done.
It's nothing
Submit
bad.
to my mom is the adoption letter. No.
Okay.
I'd like to.
I mean, I am young enough for her to adopt me.
Oh my God.
Sweetie, you're not.
He's still on that.
You
I'm
young
never
enough.
letting it
You
go.
young enough to be for me to be a cougar. Only by a few years.
Okay. What were you about to say? You about to talk about a different
I'd
story?
like to talk about that doc that Nickelodeon. Have you watched that Nickelodeon doc?
I haven't. What is it
Okay,
about?
maybe we need to. Okay,
I have
So
a
then I
video.
can watch
maybe
it.
we need to come back to that after you watch it. So let's put that on the first. Delete the other stuff that we done talked about, and let's put that on the top of the list of things that we need to talk about. Craig, you gotta watch it.
Okay. It's a documentary?
Yes.
And you gotta watch it, and you gotta watch it with the eyes of. They always talk about how the gays groom kids and to be grooming.
What is it on? Where am I watching it?
Max.
Netflix?
It's on Max.
Oh, it's on Max. Okay.
It's very disturbing.
Ariana Grande,
It's 4 episodes.
Amanda Bynes.
I think so. Amanda Bynes, the girl that played iCarly or something like that.
It is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Really?
A lot. Do we
Wow.
have a snippet of it?
I do have a video right here.
Okay, play
We can
it.
play it?
It's a 1-minute video.
Let's just see. I'll take it out if I got to it here. Go.
About this thing, they gave me a prosthetic nose, like an enlarged nose, and they put this same nose on the costume.
What are your special powers?
You can't help but notice that it looks like penis and testicles on my shoulders.
This is a child playing this role, and he's playing it for other children. His audience is kids as young as 6. I'm allergic to asteroids. And the joke in that sketch is effectively a shot joke. It's a shot joke for children.
I'm just looking back at it, it's just very strange. Frankly, it was just uncomfortable. In the moments to myself, you would just be thinking like, hey, this is what we got to do to be on the show, to stay in the cast and stay in the good graces of the people that were higher up.
You got some homework to do.
Sure do. Oh, I'll definitely be watching that.
Because that definitely would. But younger us, we wouldn't have been paying that no attention.
No.
They even say it's in the cart. They even say it's not just the live, studio shows. They also say it's in the cartoons also. Like there's secret hidden messages inside the cartoons that they also produce.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's a lot.
Again, and here is the way that they deflect. They try to place it on the girls.
Mm-hmm.
On the girls. Mm-hmm. When they are the main puppeteers all along. All along. It was all a lie. All of it. It was all a lie. It was all a lie.
And then you wonder why these kids grow up. When they finally grow up out of these childhood roles, they go through all of these mental situations.
Yeah. But they hid it. It just even Disney has their scandals.
Yes, you're right.
Cause I definitely found that dick on that damn cover of The Little Mermaid.
I remember you showed
I got the original cover for The Little Mermaid. Yes, I got the original cover for The Little Mermaid back when it first came out in 1989. I got the original cover for it, and it has a dick
at the top
of the castle. I was like, yo.
Yep.
That is too much.
Yeah. So the documentary is called Quiet on Set.
Quiet on Set. Okay, and it's on Max.
Yes, bitch.
I'm going to watch it tonight.
And also, speaking of what we're going to watch tonight, honey, the X-Men. Woo! Yes! Baby, when I tell you, when I come back from over here to this house, bitch, and I get into watching these X-Men, sweetheart, when I tell you, I am so excited. I am so excited.
I didn't even know about it until you mentioned it, Maddie.
Mo, where are you? We're getting Kovalova?
Getting Kovalova.
I didn't know about the show coming back.
Did you order that stuff I told you about?
Yes, I did.
Did it come yet?
Yeah, no, it's actually supposed to
I
come.
have some in the drawer till you get some. It was
Okay,
mine.
it's actually supposed
Yeah.
to come. It's supposed to come Friday.
I have some mullet up there. We could put 2.
I didn't do the prom.
We could put 3 drops in your drink.
Why you like this? Why?
Yeah. What she say? Yeah. Yes, the X-Men cartoon, they're actually picking up from when it went off in 1997, right?
Yep. That's when
When Professor X died. And it's going to pick right up from that. Like, all these years that went by, and it's just like, oh.
Right.
You know?
And what's that coming on?
It's Disney Plus, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Disney Plus.
I got somebody's account I can log into.
You keep a man account. Craig, one thing about you, you will keep a man's account.
Well, you know.
Anything come for me?
Favor ain't fair.
It's right. And asking anything come for me.
Anything come for me.
I want to give honorable mentions to a couple of things before we get out of here. We were talking about Selena earlier, honey, and we saw. Do we got it, Mo?
We do.
Click on it.
Oh, that's the idea.
Like
Okay.
this. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the...
Okay. I truly have left this woman alone for years. I have just been annoyed in silence since high school. And guess what? I'm a Puerto Rican woman from the Bronx who went to the same high school as you, and you're lying. I saw your high school photo. You did not have hair like that. And we also both attended an all-girls Catholic high school in an Irish and Italian neighborhood. So you weren't running up and down the block. You know damn well you were sitting next to Megan Farley and Christine Marchetti in class. Why are you lying? Please stop using us to look human. We are sick of you. You don't do shit for us. Keep our names out of your mouth. We're not running up and down the block. Not all of us do that for kicks. You're stupid. Stop using us to look human. Stop using us to look relatable. We don't like you.
Y'all make sure y'all go tag J-Lo under that video so she can see it. She came with the receipts like I did with Jada Pinkett the other week. She named people's names and everything. She had them same receipts that I had when I said Jada Pinkett grew up on Price Street and the guy that grew up on Nelson knew she was a carpet muncher.
Why don't nobody? I don't want to. Can y'all help me understand why nobody don't like J. Lois? What J. Lois did to somebody?
I mean, but they have been saying that she never goes back to that neighborhood. She doesn't do anything for that
But
neighborhood.
I did see her walk through the neighborhood. That man said, "Who?" She said, "I'm Jennifer Lopez." Remember she was
And he said something like, "Who?"
I used to live in this house. I used to live in there. Who? And Mariah said, "I don't know her."
I don't know her. I do love J-Lo's movies, though. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I think that J Lo is a great actress, and she's a good lip syncer.
Oh my God.
And she has danced. Remember her from?
She's a great dancer, and she's a great.
She didn't say. Maddie didn't say she was a great. She said she has danced.
She has danced in living color. Now that's a show they need to bring back.
That is, yeah.
But let me tell you something. It wouldn't stand in this era. Not in this era.
Because y'all too politically correct.
It wouldn't stand.
That's true. That's true.
Listen, if one episode of In Living Color with the old ways that they used to do, the whole network. But here's the gag.
Times have changed, though.
You want to know the gag?
What?
The gag is they are the reason why Fox is what they are today.
You better say it.
And that's how networks do our black skin. They take our black skin.
And they build businesses off of us.
They build off of our. This country is built off of black. They take our black skin. They know we run our black ass over there. We get all the views, and then what they do? Let's diversify this.
Rupert Murdoch.
Let's diversify this, and not only after we diversify, let's actually move all them out the way and put all this stuff in here, because this is what's really funny.
Right. Yeah. You're right.
This is why we're here right now, and they can't find the space for
Maddie,
us.
Maddie, that was your rich white man.
This is so funny. And I'm going to tell you why. I saw it coming when Jim Carrey was when they were overdoing Fire Marshal Bill. I never found.
I never found that funny. We've talked about this too.
I've never found Fire Marshal
We
Bill.
never thought that was funny. Okay, so let's go through it.
I love Stewart.
The scenes that we love, the skits the sketches that we love.
Honey, Men on Film #1.
Benita Betrayal.
Benita Betrayal #2.
That's right. And that may have been about it.
That was about it. And Wanda. Hey, word up.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
I didn't really care for Homie.
I ain't really like Homie Don't Play That.
That's those. You know what I feel like that genre of Homie Don't Play. I think those are the. What's the boy name who's rich now?
Oh,
Country Wayne.
Uh-huh.
Like they fall under. I don't find Country Wayne funny. I don't find that Desi. I don't find none of those people. I don't find Just Hilarious funny. I don't find it. I don't. I don't find any of those people that do those like a lot. I don't like their style of funny. What they think is funny. I just be able to like.
Yeah. For me, it was Benita Betrayal, Men on Film. Who was the last one we said? Jamie Foxx as Wanda.
Yeah. Like when they started doing that Fire Marshal Bill, I was like, okay, here comes that type of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And no.
Yeah.
And so once that started coming in, and then I saw the weigh-in started to phase out, kind of the same way that there was with the Scary Movie franchise. The weigh-ins lost the Scary Movie franchise after Scary Movie 2. After 2, they was gone.
Yeah. But to your point, that show in Living Color would not work now because we're so politically sensitive.
No, I'm about to be.
And the shit that they used to say on that show back then, those are words that society wanted. They'll get you canceled now.
Yeah,
they don't even let you talk about stuff like that. They don't use those terms. We supposedly so evolved, and we can't say this, we can't say that.
Like, comedians can't even be comedians anymore.
Yeah.
Because as a lot of people don't realize, like a lot of people make jokes of dark times, and that's what makes it funny to a lot of people. But if you can't even joke about the dark times that come around, I mean, really, what can you really make fun of, or what can you really make humor out of?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't talk about Jonathan Majors, so we'll put that back on there.
Okay.
So that we could talk about it.
They said that the Freaknik documentary is out too.
Yeah. Bitch,
you saw it.
I need to see it, honey, because I know I'm gonna find me on there.
Okay, so I'm gonna watch that.
That's on Hulu.
That's on Hulu.
Bitch, I know I'm gonna find me on that. I've been waiting on it to come out.
Okay, so we got some stuff to watch.
You just watching it just to see.
Bitch, I've been waiting on it.
Excuse me. What you doing Sunday?
Nothing. You want to do it Sunday instead of Saturday?
Maybe we can do it Sunday.
Well, Mo goes to church. Mo be preaching on Sunday sometimes.
I do. What time on Sunday do y'all want to do the show?
What time is church over?
10.
Oh, we ain't doing that, team.
Yeah, we ain't doing it that early. He got that nigga can come.
Yes, you don't be coming to work anytime anything come for me.
But you don't have to be out by like 5 though.
What goes on at 5?
Then I have to go to.
He got to go to Piccadilly's with the church people.
No, I have to do. I have to do.
Oh, you gotta do your own YouTube show.
YouTube show.
See, that's the problem. That's why we had to let other folks go.
What time your YouTube show start?
It starts at 6. It starts at 6.
What time your taxes is? Because listen, this show is done become about what Mo got to do.
Right, girl. I can work this from over here. I can work this from right here.
First of all, we agreed on Saturday. Y'all are the ones now changing it, saying Sunday now. So y'all cannot blame this on me. Y'all cannot blame this on me.
We said we were gonna always do Saturday.
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Y'all said.
We did not say we were going to always do Saturdays.
We're going to start doing it on Saturday.
Can I use that quiz?
Yes. Go ahead.
How do I use it? Which way do I use that quiz?
I got to pee.
Okay. All right, y'all. Listen, we'll see y'all either Saturday or Sunday. One of the days.
It's going to be Sunday. It's going to be Sunday. So what if we do it maybe around 1?
That's fine. That's totally fine.
We could do maybe 1 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah. 12:30.
And the stuff is already in the system.
Some of it.
Unless it's
What we have
new
talked
stuff.
about, except their documentary, take it out.
Okay, I got you.
God, I can't wait to hear this again.
Hear what?
That Selena song.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all one of these days, honey. Just
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Hey, everybody. This is T.S. Madison. And if you are trying to grow your business, brand, or product, why not advertise with me? Email me at booktsmadison@gmail.com so that you can get in on our comprehensive advertisement packages. Unique visits, unique subscribers, honey, a broad demographic. Advertise with me today. Quit talking and listen. Get over to my Patreon right now so that you can receive some exclusive content from the TS herself. Who you said? The TS. Patreon is filled with one-on-one exclusive content behind the scenes. You can even chat with me in there. Me and you. It's just me and you. So get to www.patreon.com/TS Madison Hinton and you'll be glad you did. I promise. You ain't gonna have no other choice but to see me because I'm in everything.
There it is,
you ain't
right
gonna
there.
have no other choice but to see me because I'm in everything and everywhere. I'm in film, television, streaming, music, bitch, and you met me as me. Yes.
The views and opinions expressed on this program is just that. Views and opinions. Don't take any of it serious. But I will warn you, viewer discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for some fact talk. You met me as me. Yes.
Bro, this hair looks delicious on you.
Yes!
This 99J. This 99J. This 99J. This 99J. This 99J.
Yes!
Do you have what it takes to be a fag? Oh, honey, you know you do. We all do. I'm most definitely a popular, hot-ass gossiper. Oh, honey, I was born a fag. And so are you.
I'm rich.
I'm sorry.
I'm rich. And so
I beg your
I'm rich.
I'm sorry.
I'm rich. And so
I beg your
I'm rich.
I'm sorry.
I'm rich. And so
I beg your pardon.
I'm rich.
Say it again.
I am rich.
You're what?
That's right, girl. PHAG. Popular, hot ass, gospel. Hey, that's right.
Yes.
I mean, sister.
Yes! Yes!
And that's spelled
Yes.
PHAG. Not the other one. But that counts. Girl, what is this, plum burgundy or what?
This is 99J. 99J.
Yes! Sexy hair.
Thank you. You met me as me.
Yes.
Yes!
Bro, this hair looks delicious on you.
Yes!
This 99J. This 99J. This 99J. This 99J. This 99J.
Yes!
Girl, what is this, plum burgundy or what?
This is 99J. 99J.
Yes! Sexy hair.
Thank you. I'm rich.
I'm sorry.
I'm rich. And so
I beg your
I'm rich.
I'm sorry.
I'm rich. And so
I beg your
I'm rich.
I'm sorry.
I'm rich. And so
I beg your pardon.
I'm rich.
Say it again.
I am rich.
You're what?
I bought it home. They were in their apartment. They were renting their apartment.
Yes! 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 Yes!
stop worrying about
the faggots.
Right.
shit.
We ain't going nowhere. My God, today.